Hi there. In this meditation tip we're looking at how the practice of meditation leads to a space of inner tranquility. How the practice of meditation leads to a space of inner tranquility, inner peace. Take this camel here, for example. If this camel is put inside a very small room, then there will be eventually will cause destruction, simply because of the small space that it's in. Whereas if you let this camel roam around the desert, of course there'll be very little destruction, there'll be very little harm because of the space. The same way with our mind. If our mind is big, if there's space in our mind, then if we have negative thoughts, if we have distractions coming into our mind, if we have harmful thoughts, delusions, then there'll be less harm coming because there's more space in our mind. In meditation we can cultivate this mind space. When there's more space in the mind, then there's less destruction. In the same way, any animal, camel, monkey, dog, if they are inside a small space, there will be destruction, naturally. So give it a big field, give it a big desert, give it a big plain to roam around in, less destruction. Same with our mind. Create mind space, then naturally there is peace, tranquility coming. With that, happiness, calm, and inner tranquility. Here we're in a cricket stadium. Now, this cricket stadium is quite big. If it was completely filled with people, then of course there'd be nowhere to room, you couldn't have a game of cricket, there'd be no enjoyment. But as a result of the space here, then of course a game of cricket can take place. Let's take a look. Game of cricket taking place here because there's space. Yeah, in the same way with our mind, if we create space in our mind, then our mind can play, we can enjoy life. But we need that space, we need that mind space. From space in the mind arises peace and tranquility, and then as a result of that, contentment and fulfillment arises. We need that space. Just take the analogy of the stadium like this. It's full of people, it's impossible for anything to happen. But because there's space, then things like this can take place. If there's more space in our mind, then naturally more activity, more positive activity can take place. You can imagine something, and it's possible if you think of what humans have imagined. They've imagined putting a man on the moon. They've imagined building huge skyscrapers. They've imagined all sorts of things. Yeah. And managed to accomplish them. The same way, if we can imagine inner peace, then slowly, surely, we shall accomplish that experience in our mind. Say that a train is a busy place, especially a train in India. It's always packed with people, but here we can see the train, no people. So trains aren't always busy, depending on the time of day. We may think that our mind is busy. Sometimes people say, my mind is so busy, my mind is so distracted. But we're just familiar with our mind being like that. It doesn't have to be. In fact, through training in meditation, we can get rid of our distractions, we can let them go. Initially by focusing on the breath and then gradually concentrating our mind. We can see that Our mind doesn't have to be busy in the same way. Busy places are not always like that. It's just we go there when there's a lot of people. Just remember that the mind doesn't have to be busy. When the mind is free of distraction, when the mind is free of worry, then tranquility comes. To get that experience of inner peace in our mind, there needs to be an absence of busy, distracting thoughts. And this is often why it can be challenging to actually experience inner tranquility. Very challenging. There's no quick way, there's no quick way to experience this. It's just a case of putting effort into developing peaceful, calm mind, trying to make the mind less busy. When the mind is less busy, then naturally there are less distractions. When there are less distractions in our mind, then of course we're more peaceful, we're more happy. Inner peace, inner tranquility, inner serenity, feeling still and calm within is possible. It is possible in the same way that the train isn't always busy. Just maybe we experience it when it is busy. Our mind doesn't always have to be busy. The nature of our mind, the nature of our mind isn't busy. The deep, profound nature of our mind is actually one of peace, one of calm. So that's this meditation tip. Meditation can bring us an experience of inner tranquility. This encouraging us to cultivate this peace, to cultivate a mind free of distractions. How can we accomplish this? The tip to create inner tranquility is to engage in regular meditation practice, and to inspire ourselves to cultivate a peaceful mind, to imagine what it would be like. What would it be like to have a serene and peaceful mind? What would that be like? If we can imagine what it would be like, just take a short while now just to imagine what it would be like to have a calm and serene mind. What would that experience be like? If we can imagine it, you can imagine something, and it's possible. If you think of what humans have imagined, they've imagined putting a man on the moon. They've imagined building huge skyscrapers. They've imagined all sorts of things. And managed to accomplish them. The same way, if we can imagine inner peace, then slowly, surely, we shall accomplish that experience